All right, I am back. This will be post-op day 2. I actually feel a lot better due to today, but I'll explain that probably sometime tomorrow. Excuse my edges and my eyelashes. I keep trying to take them off, they won't come off. And I don't wear my eyelashes off. I can wash them off, but at this point in time, I ain't been caring. So, day 2 was still very horrible. I woke up. I couldn't eat breakfast. I ate like one bite. I couldn't drink water. Just was nothing was staying down. Um, I know some of the nurses had to kind of like drain my back because it was so stiff. Mind you, I have not had a fire on nor massages due to the fact I got like one bruise on my back, and it's not big, but they don't want my thigh rubbing against it. So I don't have a thigh on since, my surgery. I haven't had any massages, so I can imagine, me just full of fluid. And so they were straining my back for me. Um, um, they also, Lopez is her name. She stuck me 12 times. Mind you, I know how to draw blood, but she stuck me 12 times in one arm. I didn't like the fact that she'll take the needle out and then try to put it back in. And I had to stop her like, wait a minute. I said, you did it 12 times. I let you do it. I said, no more. And so by me knowing to draw blood, you only get, 2 tries. And if you think you can do it the third time, okay. But after that, you're supposed to get somebody else. But it's just 2 nurses, so who else is going to do it? So I had to go a day without an IV. Later on at night, they drained my drains. They gave me, try to drain my back again. I literally still couldn't walk. It felt better, but it was like fluid filled right back up. So I could barely wipe my ass. When I peed, it was just, everywhere. I couldn't stand up no more than literally 5 seconds. My back was literally on fire. It was hurting. Um, I started taking stool softeners, and that actually helped me flush out my stomach because I really hadn't, had a bowel movement since the 20th. So that's damn near 5 days, not having a bowel movement. So I was full of probably gas, shit, and that bowel movement moved quick. It was just coming out, coming out, coming out. So I was feeling better in my stomach. I wanted to clean up my area so bad I couldn't because I couldn't stand. I was, to me, half dead. Um, the the doctor wasn't horrible. It's just the process itself is horrible, and it's mentally and physically draining. And if you're not, you have to be mentally and physically ready for this. I was physically, but not mentally. It was just so much going on. I watched a million YouTube videos to prepare, but once the pain starts, it's like, okay, bitch, this is it. So, um, I couldn't really take my medications because I take 6 pills a day, sometimes 4 breakfast, lunch, and dinner that's prescribed to me. But by the time I chug down water in those pills, my stomach is like full. So, and then I didn't have an appetite, but I had to eat something. So it was just really, really horrible for me. The you know the healing process is it's very horrible. So my thing is, all these Instagram motherfuckers need to stop faking like they just 3 days post-op. You're a lie. I said it's 11 girls here, and when I came in, they was all kind of hunched over from a tummy tuck, walking around with their IV pole and stuff. And now I'm doing it. So I know if every girl is doing it, I know all y'all that just went and had surgery 3 days later, y'all just up and moving around. You can't lie to me. So, um, it was really horrible. I couldn't use my phone. I couldn't hold my phone. It was just weak. My body was weak. Um, I was dizzy. I was, nausea. Um, I couldn't drink nothing. Like I said, I couldn't even drink my water. I probably was dehydrated. Um, I got no sleep. I was literally up probably like every 2 hours trying to get comfortable, in tears. My back is burning. My ass is hurting. My legs was going numb. What the fuck is going on? My blood pressure was low. My heart rate was high. It was just, day 2 was just horrible. I know one day they served like some little sandwiches. I probably ate 2 bites of that and I was like, hell no, I can't eat. All I thought about was trying to get back to this room, get in my bed, and find a way to get comfortable. So, it was rough. It was rough yesterday. Yesterday was rough. It was, I needed somebody, they rubbed my booty for me, but they couldn't put too much cream on there because of the fat. But I have my surgery sister here, so she's doing great. I mean, she's up and going. She's halfway standing up, but she's still kind of hunched over though. But she helps me out a lot. What else? Like I said, Lopez with the IV yesterday, she wanted to try one more time. And I said, I told her I'm a phlebotomist too. So she kind of looked like, really? Yes, really. So she stuck me 12 times. Don't mind this IV because this was today, but she stuck me 12 times right here. Not all right there, but right there. I don't know if you can, probably can't see it on my little arm right here, but hold on. Right there, she stuck me 3 times right there. And then she was sticking me in my hand. And that's Lopez. And so later on, I told her, she said, I'll try one more time. And, if no, then Monica. I said, Lopez. No, I asked her for Monica first. And then, later on, I think she kind of felt bad, but you shouldn't be. If you can't do it, I'd rather you be honest and say, I cannot get it. We're going to get Monica here tomorrow, or somebody that knows how to do it. Yesterday, this man came in to check my hemoglobin. He gloved up, sanitized, put the tourniquet on, and found a vein. And hell, I was in pain yesterday and was dehydrated. And you mean to tell me you stuck me 12 times and couldn't get it? So I was like, Should I ask him, can he put my IV in? But he couldn't do it. I was like, shit. Brainy, he's the driver. He is just such a good help. I love Brainy. So, my face is dry. She tried in this arm. And this is where she put the, hold on. That's where she put the IV at. Right there. In his arm. And all that you can see is tape. How it was all taped up and stuff. Horrible. It was horrible. Because she had one time. And she got it on the first time. But my thing is, an IV shouldn't even be going right there. She was just looking for a vein to stick it. And an IV should have never went there. So she wound up getting my IVs going because they can tell that I needed it. And I think they were kind of getting scary yesterday because I was in hella pain. I was in fucking tears. I mean, I was crying. Like, help me. So, other than that, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I really didn't eat. It's kind of hard because, like I said, they give you pills, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you got to shove those pills down the hell. It seemed like when it's time for lunchtime, hell, you ain't digest the food you had. So it was like I felt overstuffed, but I think it was because I was sick. I couldn't listen to music. People was, family and friends was calling me. I just couldn't even talk. It was like I'm out of breath. Hell, I couldn't even let some of them know I was okay. I was just tired. And other than that, it was a horrible day. So we're going to see what day three is. And I'll explain all that in my next video on how day 3 went.